What is good, everybody? It is your boy Super Saiyan Cat back with another Xenoverse 2 discussion for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about the potential characters that could be added within DLC Pack 10, maybe 11 or 12 as well, but mainly focused around DLC 10. And guys, I would just want to say this really quick. Stay tuned for the collab coming with the homie DBS that was supposed to be out today. I'm literally at my girls right now recording this because I wanted to get 2 videos out for you guys today. But the second one was originally supposed to be with the homie Zenkai on a brand new series that I'm bringing to the channel at the same time. But sadly, you know, I live in Florida. There's a bunch of storms during the summer and my power went out, and it has been out for like the last 2 hours. So I decided to come over to my girls and record this right here for you guys today. So again, stay tuned for that. But jumping straight into this right here, guys, talking about the possibility of what character, or possibility of not what characters, the possibility of Dragon Ball Super manga characters being added in as DLC 10 characters like you see on the screen right now with this Moro. Obviously the gameplay you're seeing is modded gameplay. It's nothing official or anything like that. But a character like him is very possible to see in the upcoming Xenoverse 2 DLC Pack 10 whenever it does get announced and things like that. We pretty much already know that it is coming, especially since Bandai just announced that, you know, Xenoverse 2 is going to be coming to Google Stadia as well. It's not just, it's going to be coming out in November. That's when the whole new Google Stadia thing drops, and the simple fact that it's coming out in November kind of lets us know that they have major plans for Xenoverse 2 and will keep this game going for quite a bit of time even after that Google Stadia is released. So what does that give time for? It gives time for the Super Anime to actually come back. The Super Anime, basically, we all know is coming back for the most part. I don't believe it's been officially confirmed yet or not. It may have at this point, but for the most part it is. We do know that it is coming back, and a new movie has also been confirmed for Dragon Ball Super at the same time. So basically, with the announcement of the Google Stadia and us knowing that with that coming, there's most likely going to be a DLC Pack 10, a DLC Pack 11, a DLC Pack 12. At some point in time, it is highly likely that we do not only see characters from the Super manga like Moro and whatever new characters are in the manga as of right now. I'm personally not keeping up with the manga because I'm waiting for the anime to come back, so I'm not spoiled by anything that actually happens in the manga. So I only really know of Moro as of right now, but he is very possible with the Super Anime coming back. And then also, whatever this brand new Dragon Ball Super movie is centered around is definitely most likely going to be getting a DLC pack to itself, just how the Broly movie did, just how in Xenoverse 1, Resurrection F and the Beerus movie, both of those got DLC packs in Xenoverse 1. So again, it's very likely for those things to, or for the new movie, whatever it is, to get its own DLC pack once again, like the last 3 Dragon Ball movies have within Xenoverse 1 or Xenoverse 2. And obviously nobody knows anything about that movie or about the characters that are going to be in it. A lot of people are predicting that it might be Yamoshi finally, the whole story of him, and maybe the whole background behind Sans is finally discovered and things like that, which would be absolutely lit. But again, the potential of those characters coming to Xenoverse 2 are very real now, since this whole new Google Stadia thing has been announced, and we know that Xenoverse 2 is not only going to be, you know, having DLC 9 and DLC 10, but it's most likely going to be having a DLC 11 and 12 as well at this point. And honestly, the game may be around for 4 years, guys. Think about that right there. We're coming up on the 3-year anniversary this year around in October, and the Google Stadia does not release until after that in November, giving the very real possibility of Xenoverse 2 actually being alive in some way for a total of 4 years. That sounds absolutely crazy. The game may be supported for a total of 4 years, when they announced when the game came out that they only planned on supporting Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 with DLC for 1 year exactly, and then they were going to move on. But clearly that has not been the case. Clearly they have continued to come with DLC, and clearly with the whole Google Stadia thing happening, like I said, it is very likely for them to even make it to a DLC Pack 12, which is just out of this world to think about. But again, the whole purpose of this was to just basically bring to light the simple fact that characters like Moro and characters from the new Super movie and things like that are most likely going to be the DLC that we see with these future packs. Because honestly, besides that, where can they honestly go? Like, the characters that I think of them adding in or could be added in as of right now are like main storyline characters or different forms of characters that are already in the game, like second form Cell, the other forms of Frieza, Android 19 and 20. There's a bunch of characters like that that aren't in the game and should rightfully be, but honestly, characters like that are base story mode characters. They're not characters that you add as DLC, because what kind of hype will be built around that kind of DLC right there? Like, honestly, who's going to be hyped for Android 19 and 20 coming to Xenoverse 2? So again, really, they don't have many ways to go when it comes to DLC at this point in time. Yes, there's characters out there like Kale and Khalifa, characters like Topo and things like that. But just based off how this timing is working, it is highly, highly likely that we see characters like Moro, characters from the new Super movie, because those characters will obviously promote more hype and promote more sales from a business perspective, as I'm just thinking as Bandai right now. If I'm Bandai personally, if I had a choice between like Kale and Khalifa or the new anime came back and Moro, I would go with Moro all day, every day, because Moro just came out. Moro's hot. A lot of people are hyped about it, things like that. Similar to, like, I guess you could say like a Goku Black, how Xenoverse 2 released with Goku Black. Mad people were hyped about him because he had just basically been announced in the anime. We just found out about him, and they could do something similar with the DLC pack and Moro as well. And of course, a lot more hype would be generated around characters like that, as opposed to characters like Kale, Khalifa, and Topo, even though I would love to see those characters in the game as well. But let me know what you guys think about this down below. Think about the possibility of seeing characters like Moro, characters from the new Dragon Ball Super movie that will be coming out. We don't know when it's going to be coming out, but we do know it will come at some point. Do you guys think that we will see characters like that in the future DLCs, especially since the whole Google Stadia thing has been announced and lets us know that DLC will be around for a very, very long time in Xenoverse 2, most likely? But again, man, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Really, really hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, hope you guys have a good day. Hey.